Hello, I'm JeffBloodRain and welcome back to the Darkside Detective. So, we just finished the Loch Mess case and now we're about to do Dawn of the Dead. Twin Lakes Police System, Volume 13, Dawn of the Dead. Case summary. The chief summoned us all to the debriefing room about a Code Red citywide issue. Dawn of the Dead. That was lengthy. Chief Scully, is everyone here? Good. There are riots all over the city, so it's all hands on deck. Detective McKing, I forget his voice already. That means you too, McLame. Time to do some real police work. I do real police work, you swine. Are you sure your iffy stomach is able for it? Ouch. Ha! You two stop it. Officer Murakami was wounded in the field, but he's been cleared by medical to give us a briefing on what's happening out there. Officer Murakami. Thanks, Chief. Guys, I've not seen anything like it before. Hordes of angry citizens shambling around, attacking one another, and smashing up the place. It all seems so mindless. We don't know what's causing this behavior, but we need to get out there and stop it. Be careful out there, and good luck. Squad dismissed. Alright, so let's talk to you. How is your arm? I'll live, thanks. Perp tried to bite me, but I got away. Crazy, right? Chief Scully? Sorry, McQueen. I know this isn't your usual kind of case, but I need everyone out on the streets for this. No problem, Chief. Happy to help. Alright, new detective. My first day on the job, and we have got to tackle a riot? How exciting! $10, the newbie doesn't make it through the day. Hey, I'll take that back with him. You'll do fine, detective. Actually, what's your name? Fish. Fresh fish. Fresh fish, huh? Okay. If you say so. Alright, well, where's Dooley at? You notice Dooley's not here? Bulletin. My name is next to the museum, a shop downtown, and the old Mafia mansion. Looks like it's gonna be a busy day. Yeah, McKean's probably gonna brag that he's got the best part. According to this, the entire city is in a state of panic. Arrests, hospitalizations, collateral damage, and purchase of spooky soundtracks are all up. Alright, let's watch TV. Hey, it's Dick Rickman. Dick Rickman here, reporting live from City Hall, where I, Dick Rickman, am slowly being approached by a hungry-looking politician. Mr. Politician, all reports suggest that the city is in a state of panic. Can I get a response? Politician. Same old party line. When will these politicians live up to their acts? So, local cat saves firemen from tree. Property prices soar as previous owners return, resulting in evictions across the city. McBurger reports spike in requests for brain meat. Alright. That's it. So now we just leave? I guess so. I better get Dooley and hit the road. Yeah, where was he? Alright, so we can go to Chinatown, we can go to the museum, or we can go to the mansion. I forget where I went the first time. Let's go to Chinatown first. This is where you got McNugget's retirement reunion. What a fun party. We spent the entire time chasing around monsters. Chasing memories, you mean, Dooley? Alright, Dooley, what's your smart comment? I wonder if I can get some other shopping in while we're here. Shop side. Back alley mystic shops are never run by a McGillicuddy. or Shanjas are they? Shop window. I can't make out anything inside, but these flyers advertise some local business. The grain distribution company, Holland Oats. The sanctuary for censoring deprived animals, deaf leopards, and the shop I buy my coats in. Free fleece wool mace. Barred window. Looks like we're barred from here. From there, Dooley. I don't get it. It's a window, not a club. Never mind. Alright, trash. There's a stringless tennis racket in here. Cool. A stringless racket I found in the trash. Why was I searching in trash, you ask? Shut up, that's why. Dooley, can I smack you with it? Nothing seems to be happening. Well, okay. Grain pipe. It's actually painted onto the building. The mayor figured it was cheaper than building and maintaining real drains. I mean, that's fair. I thought this place had a layer of dry ice adding to the mystery, but now I see it's a crack in our exhaust pipe. Alright, so let's go inside. Are those paws? Nah, they couldn't be. Mr. Wong. Hell, I'm trapped. Get rid of them. Do it? Boy, oh boy, the stuff these people believe in, eh? Yeah, okay. Shopkeeper. I'm not coming out until those things are gone. Alright, let's look around first. Nice lanterns. A shop like this runs on ambience. 80% of all sales are because customers can't see what they're buying. Alright, we got, healing crystal. Crystals used for some form of healing, I guess. Ow! This is sharp. That might be useful. Ouch! I cut myself on this razor sharp on its razor sharp edges. Lucky cat. Given my current predicament, I'm starting to think none of these lucky charms work. I don't think, huh? Tapestry. That's pretty. You should buy it. Treat yourself. Now's not the time to be shopping. Carpet denim. That's what I say. That's not. Never mind. Billy. Skull? Is that skull wheel? That's the skull of the previous shop owner. Ew. Her will stipulated I keep it on display at all times. Okay. Bio books. Various books on positive living, feng shui, and harnessing the energy of the secret hell beast to control your enemies. Wait, what? Undead trinkets. What the hell? Monkey paws all came to life. Not feeling so lucky now. I hope the riots city-wide aren't all undead related. Less worry, more scurry. Get rid of them. If you say so. Strange box. What's this? Chinese puzzle box. I can't figure out how to open it. No idea what's inside. Large trunk. A large trunk with a sturdy lock. It's empty inside. And dream catcher. A dream catcher. Used for trapping nightmares. May be useful in this nightmare. Yep. Alright, we'll do that. I can use the sharp edges to cut the dream catcher up. Alright, string. The dream catcher now in unraveled form. It's a bit loose for a game of squash, don't you think? Delete. One impromptu butterfly net. Yoink. One careful swim and... Okay, I've caught them all. You received item monkey paws. The living monkey paws. They're squirming to get free. I need to find somewhere secure to put them. Boing. Jeez, that was that's this area. Locked down. Mr. Wong. Thank goodness you came, officers. I don't know how else I'd have escaped. You guys, they couldn't send some other cops? The whole force is busy. This is harassment. You called us. Hello again, Wong. Wong? Who's Wong? My name is Detective McQueen. Looks like we've got the wrong guy. What happened here? My lucky rabbit's foot, the monkey paws, the body out back, they all started moving. Body out back. I never said that. You got no proof. Dooley, you hear him, right? What's happening? I tuned out. You were asking so many questions. All this started not long after my store was robbed last night. We found those gremlins in the end. Not in my shop. You didn't. You sold them to Dooley. I couldn't have sold him something that doesn't exist. Wink. Did you just say wink to me? No, I didn't. Wink. Tell me more about the robbery. Last night, some goons floated in. They smashed the place up and took some entirely legal ritual components. Ritual components. Doesn't sound legal. Good thing for me that the evidence was stolen then. Okay, floated in? Yep, floated in a green haze. That sounds like Darksiders to me. I don't think we'll find anything else here, Dooley. I'm not sure what Darksiders are doing here, but we need to get to the next crime scene. Alright, so we did Chinatown. Now we can either go to the museum or the mansion. Let's go to the museum. Why is the door smashed in? Looks like a break-in. Looters? Maybe. But they tend to go for televisions, not tapestries. Let's check it out. Alright, Dooley, what's your smart comment? I don't like museums. They're just graveyards for old stuff. Really? I think our car is old enough to be an exhibit here. Exhibition. Well, okay. Posters. Seems there is an Egyptian-themed display at the moment. Woo-wee! Those Egyptians were big. Those pictures aren't to scale. I knew that. No, you didn't. Don't lie to yourself. No, you didn't know nothing. My spleen! Quit it! Ouch! Ow! Leave me alone! Ow! Alright. Alright, outside. Dooley? Prehistoric? Surely all history is historic. How can something happen before history? Really? Dinosaur! An impressive specimen. There seems to be something stuck in here, but it's too far for me to reach. Alright, let's read the plaque. After watching extensive historical footage, Twin Lakes researchers believe this beast escaped a Costa Rican theme park. Really? Jurassic Park reference? In the early 90s. Alright, call Joe Hammond, right? Presumed cause of death is drowning, as its tiny arms wouldn't have been great for swimming into the mainland. Wow, the team here must be top of their game field. Alright, anthropology. Dooley? What do you think this room is anthropology for? Dooley. Alright. Tall skeleton. This is what a plastic skeleton looks like. Scientists think it may be what the human body was molded on. Fascinating. Alright. So we can't read the plot? Okay. Short skeleton. An ape, probably. What a fine institute for learning this is. Alright, so, curiosity cabinet. It's locked. I wonder if I can open it somehow. Use Newey's head. Alright, ancient Egypt. There are undead here, too. What's causing this? Rawr. Yeah, rawr, that's right. Really? Boy, oh boy, those Egyptians really knew how to... Wait, I know this one. That statue, though. Right, detective? Smash cabinet. Looks like some jewelry is missing. The plaque says the gem of Osiris. Osiris, the Egyptian death god? I can't help but think that's tied in with what's going on across the city. Alright. Old stone tablet. You'd have to be pretty sick to try swallowing that medicine. Dooley, you're a fruitcake. You know what? Sarcophagus. This must be where that mummy came from. Alright. Scepter. A scepter. A scepter? I don't even know her. Wait. Who am I talking about? Dooley. Alright. I forget where we use this. An old Egyptian rod. Look, detective, it looks like a fancy fire rod. I wonder if I can use this to dislodge whatever he ate. Bones! Bird bones. This must have been Tony Rex's last meal. Tony? The T has to stand for something. It's a triceratops. Oh, boy. Bird bones. Some delicate bird bones. If I remember correctly, I think we used to unlock this, right? This might work as a makeshift lock-picking kit. A very fragile kit. Maybe if I match these bones to the tumblers in the lock, I'll be able to open the cabinet. Alright, so we need... Nope. Where... Nope. That bone doesn't seem to fit. Maybe one of the other bones might. This one? Yep. And then that one? Yep. And then this one? And then this one? Yep. No, it'd be this one. And then, there we go. That seems to be it. Now to see what's inside. Okay. Ooh. Brain jar. Small jars. Eye of Newt. There is an old note on the jars. Borrowing for soup. Will return ASAP. T. Mixed jars. A collection of earwax gathered from the museum staff. Ew. Jar. These seem to be filled with wasps. Living angry wasps. Why? Used contact lenses. Gross. Jar. Urine sample found on site. Why? Jar. It's stuffed full of old invoices. It contains a drawing of some jam. Dooley did it. Large jar. Some bad juju. Alright. Brain jar. A jar of pickled brains. I prefer pickled onions myself. Dooley, no one asked for your opinion. Brain jar. The donated brain of Sean Dooley. Hey! Never used. It wasn't even his idea to donate the brain. Are you related to him? If I remember correctly, give you... Moan. I don't know how or why, but that thing must have come out of that sarcophagus. I better look for a way to lure him back in there. There you go. Here's some bronze. Sniff, sniff, yum. Giving the brain to him will achieve nothing. Boop. Sorry, pickled brain, but I need to take care of some undead business. Yum. There's a case closed pun here and somewhere, but there's just no time. I don't think we'll find anything else of note here. Let's get back to the next crime scene. Alright, so we did Chinatown, we did the museum, now the last one is the mansion. We have reports of a break-in at the Dawn's old mansion. Let's check it out. Detective, the city is in chaos. Surely we've better things to do than force things to focus on than a derelict building. We don't know who they are or why they broke in. This mansion belonged to a mafia don. For all we know, there is a hidden weapon cache in there. Given how crazy things are across the city today, whatever they want, we had better make sure they don't get it. Alright, let's talk to Dooley before we head out. Officer Dooley, what do you got? You said a Don owned this place? Like a mafia Don? Yep. One of the most feared men in the country. Al Capone. Al Capone. Al Al Capone. He terrorized people for all sorts of things, but we could never prove any of it. Any resemblance to persons living or dead are purely coincidental. What got him in the end? Tax invasion. He severed to avoid a trunk of thumbtacks. And we got him on dangerous driving charges. He died in prison, and this place has been condemned ever since. Alright, but I think we are going to conclude this episode of the Darkside Detective here. I'm JeffBloodRain. Hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time.